Hello, Sandra Embleton here. I'm gonna just let my video run while I just let this, what's coming through, I'm just gonna let it out. There's a lot of people coming forward on Facebook and on YouTube with a lot of shocking information and reports that, although are probably truth, coming into the light to be seen. However, be gentle with the delivery of that truth. I know for me, at the beginning, I want to share all this information with everyone I know. I'm sending this video forward and I want to know what's happening. And I want to listen to as much information so I'm educated. So I'm on top of it. So I hear this, I hear that. Now I can make my own decision what feels good for me or not. And I know we are all doing our best. We're getting information, and I have to share this. Like some people, oh, I heard this, well, I have to share it right away. And they're making a video and they're writing an article, and well, I have to write this, I have to say this. We're all going through this whole thing as best we can. And if you are feeling in your soul that you are being guided to share something with everyone, then I'm hearing a caution. Be gentle. Because the news that you are sharing, in a majority of cases, is shocking. And it sends the listener into a state of shock. And what happens when we enter into a state of shock, when we hear something that's too hard to believe? What happens is we shut down. Because the body and the mind are saying, I can't hear that. Whoa, what are you telling me? You're telling me something I can't fathom is a truth. And it's very hurtful, this truth. It's hurtful in that it wounds me to think that my elected politician or my leader or my favorite TV personality is not what they are presenting to the world. They're something else. They're something else. The real truth of who they are is not what they're presenting to the world. And when we hear this information, our body shuts down because we're in shock that we heard it. And it makes us sad. I remember seeing one particular video from an American newscaster and a Canadian fellow sharing a lot of very disturbing truth. And I watched the video, and after I watched the video, I went and sat in my room and I cried. I cried because I was overwhelmed with it. I cried because as much as I wanted to know what was going on, I was served up a big plate full of truth. Yes, I could have shut the video off. I'm responsible as a being to monitor how much truth I can take. And if I hear a truth that's hard to digest, I can pause, I can walk away, and I can digest and integrate what I've heard. As a responsible adult, loving myself, I know to do that. But at the same time, I think a lot of the people that are coming forward are in shock themselves. I think they're in so much shock at the truth they're uncovering that their first response is, well, I have to tell somebody else about this because I'm in shock about it. I have to say it out loud to somebody else because I can't believe what I just heard, so I have to tell somebody about it. And if you then go and make a video or or have an interview or something, I guess I'm sharing with you, be cognizant of the truth you're delivering and the respect for us all, because you know how great of an impact it's going to have in the world when they hear this truth. And I feel that's why a lot of people are resisting awakening and learning more and more truth, is they're in shock. They might get a little truth here, a little truth there. They have to shut it down because they've gone into shock and they can't hear anymore. So be ever so gentle with the truth. Truth is one of the most powerful weapons, and it can also wound if not respected. Respect the truth you've been given and what you believe to be true when you share it. Be cognizant, be aware that it's powerful. It's powerful, this truth that we're all learning. And we need time to digest it. We need time to integrate it. And this is why we've got this time right now to have the truth come to us. And very difficult to deliver it when everyone's in a state of fear about their health and the health threats. So just think about that. You're delivering a truth that you've just heard that you want everyone to know because we've been asleep. How could we miss this? And everyone's got to know this. But at the same time, remember, a lot of the people that are not awakened yet are in shock. They're in shock. They're in fear. How well can someone who's in fear hear a truth? Ain't gonna happen. Because fear is a lower frequency than truth. So I feel that this particular video, this message that's coming through me is, yes, we're to continue to share. Yes, we're continue to help one another awaken and be aware that we are the light beings. We are the ones that they are wanting to extinguish our light, because when we open up from our heart and we show love to one another, it's the one light of God that emanates from our heart. That's where the power is. It's not our own light. It's not our own voice. I myself can do nothing. Who am I? But the power of the light that exudes from an open, loving heart is the power of God. That's the one. We're all one. We all carry that one light. And when your heart is loving, you actually access the power of God. The love and the light of God, Himself, that creation light comes beaming out of your heart. What a force. Come from your heart when you're sharing a truth. Don't, hey, I got lots of information up here, I'm going to spew it out here. Get the information, be with it. Go into your heart center. And then just say, how can I lovingly share what I know, or what I feel I know, or what I've just learned? And what's my motivation for sharing it? What's your motivation for sharing it? What's my motivation for making a video and sharing this information? When I come from love, it's the love of humanity, the love of God for His creation. And it's like God says, love my people. So love is gentle, isn't it? Love is kind. Love isn't spewing up information in people's faces and hoping like heck they can scrape it all off and be like you and know what you know. We're all meant to receive it in a different time. And that gentleness, when you speak from your heart, it carries love with it. We're all doing the best we can. I'm doing the best I can. Some days I go, I want to make a video. No, not happening. And then it's like, well, a beautiful day like today. Oh, Sandra, you're going to be making some videos. Oh, am I? Oh, I was going to do this. Sandra, you're making some videos. Okay. So then I get myself arranged in a where I can start shooting my videos and speaking truth that comes through me. And it's a big responsibility. But I know if I go into my heart, when I'm delivering my message, then God can speak through me. And God can say to everyone, it's going to be okay. It's already done. The good side wins. This is for all of us. Everyone's doing the best they can. And isn't it wonderful? There's so many of us being guided in so many different directions. There's so many of us that care. There's so many people that are being so brave right now. They're not afraid. They're coming forth and saying, I'm going to speak my truth, or I'm being guided to do this, so I'm going to do it. And I'm going to say this, or I'm going to, I'm going to listen to what I'm being guided to do. And let's just trust everyone is. Check yourself. Are you doing everything you can? Are you doing what you feel you're being guided to do? And that's all you can do. But listen to your heart. Because that's our spirit center. And that's the part of us that from the heart up is our spirit self. Yeah, okay, that's it. Thank you.